Welcome to our last session with the class today with the Zweitin Oil Company employees. Today, I'm going to give the final feedback concerning the 3 mock tests we have. From what I can see from your performance, I'm going to start with listening. We finished then listening, then reading to answer some of your questions about reading. Then we move finally to writing about my feedback about your performance in the last few days. For listening, the listening has changed. As you can see here, if you say part 1, he said, write 1 word and the number, and no, he doesn't repeat. No part is repeated like the previous tasks. Now we have the question immediately, so they don't repeat. This is number 1. Number 2, how to improve the listening, as I said, is just to keep listening. Just to keep listening, and you have to focus, I want to bring my pen, to focus on what's called linking words. While they are talking, for example, what is the maximum number of people who can stand on each side of the boat? So here, when I say maximum, what do I mean by maximum? He's going to talk about, yes, no, when I see the word maximum, okay, change the color to red. Not only number, but he's going to talk about levels. That means including minimum, medium, then maximum. So how to talk about maximum? When I say the biggest number, so put in mind, he's going to mention the lowest number, the middle number, then the biggest number. This is the game, okay? Which person is going to answer or to do the business? Which person? So keep in mind, he's going to give persons, then he says Ali, Naji, Ahmed, then he says Naji. Okay? انتبهوا على هذه الدقائق. Okay? Because this is the way. In IELTS, we don't say the maximum number is. No, no, no. He said sometimes this, sometimes that, and so you wait, because he's going to mention all these numbers in here. Okay, that's the game. 1. 2, watch the, we say, linking words. Huneida, you have a problem with linking words. You forget them. If you look at your writing, yes, not Huneida. Okay. Okay, so linking words. Linking words are, we say, the signpost, العلامات الدالة في الكلام. If I say people are going to have, let's say, more problems in the coming few years concerning global issues or global warming, then he says, moreover, or most importantly, will be the gas fumes. So most importantly, معناها, this is what most importantly. There should be a question here. There is always introduction. On the other hand, however, when I say however, like in reading, means the opposite. Follow these linking words and you'll be okay. I think you don't have big problems in listening, because we have done how many now? 11 listenings so far. Today, 11 tests, full tests. Good. Another issue I want to make a note about is the matching question. This question becomes quite often. This is test 1, and in test 1 we have matching, and in test 3 today we have done it. Again, we have the same procedure. We have opinions, we have what's called a box. Then you have to match it with what? With questions 27, 28. So these questions come in order. We don't look here. Look only here. Look only here. What is the first thing she's going to say? Talk about both found reading, for example. This is number one. Then she talks about, or he talks about, Tim found this easier. So this is 2. Then Tim was shocked. This is point 3. Then finally, Diana may do some. This is number 4. You have 10 minutes when you come to transfer. So number 1 is D. So this is number 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. So number 1 is D. Number 2 is A. Number 3 is E. And finally, number 4 is B. This is the way, always. Number 1. Number 2, even if you make a mistake, you will make 1 mistake out of, instead of losing everything. Guys, you are on the right track. Just follow these strategies. Okay, I'll show you another example about listening in a minute. And that's it. Remember, it is a system. It is a testing system. Okay, for section 4, we we say topics. Always. Okay, for example, he talks about labyrinths. I don't know what's the meaning of labyrinths, but who cares? He talks about definition, then early, because it's part of academic lecture. So what do we have? We have introduction. Then we have details. Then finally, we have examples. Intro, explanation, development, examples, exactly like writing. Main idea, explanation, examples. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you are okay in this. Even I don't know what's the labyrinth. What's a labyrinth anyway? Okay. Labyrinth is mataha or mataha. Yes, anyway. Okay, now I want to show another, before I go to the other issues, I want to show the listening issue. Again, in test 2, if you look here, what do we have? Again, matching, the same thing. We have here questions 15, so this is the first, second, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't look here, I just focus here. The first thing, maybe she talks about starting a trip, then shopping, then using farming tools, then seeing blah, 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 then seeing the old farming, then finally goes with eating and drinking. So number 1 is E, number 2 is A, and finally number 6 is D. Yes. No, yes, diary, the first thing. That's it, like diary. Now we are going to go to the diary. When he shifts, that's why I said linking words, أدوات الربط. To start with, هذا الأول. After that, هذا الثاني. Then, الثالث. Moreover, الرابع. That's it, because you, in English, you should use linking words, okay, to shift from one topic to another. These are called linking words. نسميهم تسمية أخرى. Linking words يسموها signposts. What signposts? You are driving your car going to a city, okay? So to Zawiya, we say 40 kilometers to Zawiya, sign. Then 30, then 20 kilometers. What are these? Signposts, علامات دالة. Listening makes, the more you listen, you will feel these signposts. بس نظرة واحدة. So don't, it's a glimpse لمحة. I don't need to read here. I just see barn, stables, shed, parkland. I don't need to just parkland. No, glimpse. Then this is here the most important thing. Okay, we have another one. I have seen it today, just to show you. Good, 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 good. Again, if you look at section 4, what do we have? The impact of digital technology on the Icelandic language. A very interesting topic. Then this is the introduction. Then the explanation, development. Then finally, we have the examples. Okay, I remember something happened to Haytham a few days ago. He said, when he said, yesterday happened to you, said, I got lost. You weren't focusing. You said, yeah. يسموها stream of consciousness اللي هي أحلام اليقظة. فجأة, as I said, something silly comes to your mind. Something silly. Cooking, food, shopping. You lose the track. So what do you do? مثلا أنت كنت في الحصة أو مركز في الامتحان وتأتي خاطرة على بالك. This is something normal. This is part of psychology. This is part of neurology. علم الأعصاب أو علم الدماغ. Neurolinguistics, علم اللغة العصبي. اللغة أثناء الانتباه we say drifted. You got drifted. تمشي لمكان وترجع. This takes 3 to 4 seconds. فمثلا I was focusing. I answered 31, 32 وحصل هذا الشيء في question 33. اللي في العادة الطالب خلاص يقول لك I got lost. ويترك لي 7 أسئلة مع الأسف تمشي 0. No. Just skip one question. Skip. فوت لي 34 and focus on 35. هتلقى إجابتك. Because when they talk from 40 to 60 seconds for each question, you drifted for 3 to 4 seconds. لكن اللي حيجي you got lost, you lose 5-6 marks for nothing. So jump, skip, one question. Okay, I have an example here about I think the test 3. Yes, matching again. This is reading or listening. What is this? Listening. Okay. So again, the matching thing. So we have activities, and this is the box, and they come Spanish, music, painting, yoga, and cooking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. They are 5. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. End of the story. The same pattern. هنالك نمط. يجب الآن عليكم بعد هذه التمارين you should now catch the pattern. No secrets, no surprises. This is your test. The topic might be different, but the procedures are always the same. Okay. Now we again look here. So this is what matching thing. So we go to test 3 today. Yes, this is test 3. This is test 3. Again, we have communication, organization, time management, creativity, leadership, and networking. This same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are 5 or 6. Always 5 to 6 questions. Now, any questions concerning listening before I go to reading? Any questions concerning listening? Okay. Now we move to reading, as Mr. Naji asks. Each question, how to change my strategy. 2 days ago, I liked the strategy of Huneida. Huneida started with the paragraph she thinks familiar. This is good technique, Huneida. So she spent maybe 30, 40 seconds to see the paragraphs. So passage 1, development, London, okay, maybe this one. Or passage 2, which is about stadiums, past, present. So maybe I'm good with the topic of constructions or buildings, okay? Familiar with. So she started with the passage she felt familiar with. Very good technique, but this is an advanced technique, okay? I don't recommend it. If you are sure about yourself, you can do it. If you are not, you want to be in the safe side, start passage 1, 2, and 3. Anyway, good job, Huneida. Anyway, now we go to the questions. In questions, in passage 1, he talks about passage 1 is normally the easiest as a concept, كمبدأ, as an idea, should be we say, the easiest between the 3 passages. Then passage 2, which is more difficult. Then conceptual, مبدئيا أو مفهوما, what's a concept, مفهوم, is a little bit more difficult in passage 3. But anyway, as you said, as I said, if the topic is familiar to you, take it. Don't care about this issue. Here we have the problem. So we have a problem, proposed solution. So what is a problem here? It's a main idea. Solution is a main idea too. Construction is a main idea. Then after the main idea, what this is main? This is example. Example. Examples. You just find the word solution, then you will find all your answers. Again, all of them, they come in order. They come in order. Good. The next question, I'm going to go through the 3 tests now, just to see all the questions, all of them. Okay, question 2, true, false, not given. What is your strategy if you have this question here, 6 questions, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions in here? What do you do? We said for time management. If you don't have time, you write all of them through. If you don't have time, if you have time, follow that technique. Key, find the key, find the answer. Keyword, answer. That's if you want to get achievement, if in case of emergency only, all of them true, just write it through all of them. And then spend your time to find the six correct answers. If you achieve this, you will get minimum 10, 9, 10 out of 14. Okay. Now, yes, this is, as I said, in the case of emergency, don't leave a question empty. Don't say, I don't know. If it is A, B, C, you have time, write C, write A. Don't leave it empty. Okay, another question here. Matching here, this is considered one of the most difficult. In matching, we either deal with ideas or we say examples. Yes, mention of negative attitudes towards, yes, negative attitudes. So what is negative? We don't say negative, we start with attitudes towards stadiums. Then he talks about positive or negative. So this is what example question. Okay, then here we have the Roman amphitheaters. Here we have like a summary, and then you follow the strategy of the summary. So we said it talks about one paragraph in here, This is one paragraph, so you'll find the answers in one place. Good. Write the correct letters when comparing 20th century and to ancient in section D. Which two negatives? So in section D here, this is like the multiple choice of question. You see, in section D, we have two negative features. So -1, -2. How do we know one and the first say first? They say moreover, in addition. Okay, if we say moreover, in addition to this, so means what? Two. If I say yet, however, whilst, on the other hand, that means the opposite. That's it. These are the keys which you can linking words. Okay, again, which two advantages of modern stadium does the writer mention? So here, modern stadium design. So you talk about the key advantages and modern stadium, then you find them. They come in order. Okay. Passage 3, to catch a king. The questions here, again, we have a summary, the story behind the hunt for Charles II. So here we have a summary again. So it's a historical thing about Charles II, King Charles II, executed his father by the parliamentarian forces in 1649. Anyway, so this is the historical issue. And you go find the paragraph talking about this and you find the answers. Yes, no, not given. Right, what's 20? 26 is the page. I said missing. Okay. So yes, no, not given. If you have time for this, do the technique. If you don't, the usual, either all of them yes, all of them no, or all of them not given. You decide. What is your feeling at the time? Follow it. Yes, in case of emergency. Multiple choice question, we said, what is the technique for multiple choices? Revision, again, we say there are 4 questions in here. 2 of them are 100% wrong. So what do? You find these 2. Then you exclude them. Then you have 2 of them. One of them is 50% correct, and the other one is 100% correct. Your job, guys, is to find the wrong ones. If you find them, see them, means you are good. Means still the possibility of having the correct answer is 50% better than 25%. Okay. So 2 wrong, 1 semi. Semi, معناها there is something correct and something incorrect in one statement. 100% correct means the full answer is correct. Okay, then we'll come to writing, but I want to finish the reading thing here. Yes. Here again, we start with passage 1. As you can see, we start with the main ideas, the discovery, scrolls. Then we have what's called examples in here. I think this question looks like the summary or looks like the true false. You find the key, you find the answer. And remember, this is passage 1 means should be the lowest in the level of meaning. True, false, not given. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, big question. So if you have time, you have to achieve very high score because section 1 is the easiest, or sorry, passage 1 should be the easiest. We move to what's the other second attempt at domesticating the tomato. Oh, wow, okay. Do you remember once I told you about the history of garlic? Now, domesticating tomato. You know the tomato? How they brought them because it was a wild plant, wild. Then now we have this domestic, means house tomatoes. Okay. Topic, I'm going to read this for sure. Again, reference. Now, when I say the passage talking about references, what does it mean, reference? This kind of passages talks about science, scientific views. So in these scientific, we have reference, masdar, say they reference. So what do you do here? You look for anything with what? Like capital here, or inverted commas. نكبرها شوية to show you. Inverted commas, okay, and فيها اقتباسات, citations, says here, this could what we eat, says Gorg, Kotla. So this is a name of what? A scientist. This is called a citation or reference, masdar. That's it. So you follow these citations اللي فيها مقتبسات بهذا الشكل. Says, wallahi, I don't know how to read this. Is it Sazia? Because the X is read as Chinese, then it Z. The X in Chinese language is pronounced. So this is Sazia Gao. Okay, anyway. This is a Chinese name in Beijing. So here we have reference. You just follow. You can use a pen or a pencil in the exam. No highlighters in the exam. A reference. So this is the technique. Yeah, pen or pencil. Yeah, both. Pen or a pencil. Okay, and as you can see here, we have lots of strange names. What is this? Van X? How it's pronounced anyway. So this is what we have, references. And you are good because we have done a lot of referencing in the training. Now we have, again, short answer question. Again, you find undesirable traits here, such as loss of may be caused by mutation in a tomato gene. So you find mutation, tomato gene, you find this caused by something. That's it. Okay. Next question, passage 3, insight or evolution. Should be a conceptual, more abstract passage, يعني فيها معاني abstract, فيها معاني أكثر, أعلى. Anyway, that as I'm going to follow you, if it is familiar to you, start with it, whether it is passage 1, passage 2, passage 3. Multiple choice questions, again, 2 are 100% wrong. Try to eliminate, to delete them, to eliminate them. And 1, you will find it partially correctly or correct, and the other one will be 100% correct. So follow the 100% correct. Okay. Yes, no, not given as usual. Yes, no, not, they are about opinions of the writer. True, false, not given, they are about the facts of the topic or the passage. Facts, numbers, percentages. Okay, so we talk about fact, but yes, no, it's about the opinion and how to catch the opinion from the main idea. That's the opinion. Anyway, so, but the same procedure. Find the key, the line of the key, the sentence of the key, and you will find your answer. Okay, again, here we have summary with the same technique of summary. Maybe when you have done just I want to mention something very, very important, guys. This is called, we call it piling up technique. ممكن ما سمعتوش مني هذا التكنيك كلام من قبل. If you follow the procedures, the techniques in the way I taught you, you can accumulate, you can pile up data. Accumulation أي يتراكم. يعني passage 3, question for example 26. From 26 to 30 مثلا, you have some ideas. Then from 30 to 34 you have more ideas. Then when you come to the last 4, you have general idea about what happened. You can answer some questions without even going back to the passage, because هذا التراكم المعرفي مبني على procedure, stages, okay, correct academic reading techniques. So you can accumulate, you can achieve, you can have. If you want, you can just go check for the key and come back and get your answer. All them. No, yeah, of course, yes. But they should be mentioned somewhere. هتلقى منهم سؤالين أو 3 مريت عليهم في طريقك أنت في حل أسئلة أخرى. فالقراءة الصحيحة، التكنيك الصحيح، البروسيجر الصحيح هيؤدي إلى نتائج صحيحة زي هذه. Okay, because we are moving in a circle. We have starting point, middle point, and final point. Before you reach the final point, you have already passed the other stages. When you come here, you are ready. Okay, you will see the answers are not too difficult as in the beginning. Good. Now I want to move, this is the last one. I want to move to the writing. So I'm going back to test 1 writing, and I'm going to talk about the writing techniques we have already taken in this, we say feedback, in this 3 tests, and why I have chosen these 3 tests in particular. Why? To cover all the types of, we say, most common questions come in IELTS. We cannot have the same copy paste, but that pattern and namat, the design, the concept, but the same question itself, it's not a big deal. The first one I gave you is about maps. And remember, when we talk about maps, we talk about change. So maps about change. So what should you do? We have present and future. First, you have to show, we say change, we say show comparisons between what? Between present and what is the change? Is it present and past, past present, or present future? So you have to show me comparisons, because sometimes you say the city 20 years ago and the city now. So you have what to compare? Past, present. The city plans, or the city now and the plans for future. So here talking about present and future. So maybe present, maybe we say past or future. Anyway, this is number 1. Number 2, number 1, this is show, number 1, number 2. Show, we say development or topic development. What is topic development? You said that. I think Huwaida said that, talked about. See, I remember, guys, even your answers. I remember. Yeah. Yes, anyway, alhamdulillah. So development to show, we say purpose. For example, here, what do we have? We have here they are what? Factories, right? Or industrial areas, industrial area. Now what? to housing. So when I say industrial area where businesses are working, so business issues. Housing for what? For people. So housing area. And for housing area, show purpose and the results. So as a result, what do we have here? School for the children or for people in these houses. And we have playground. I know what's the meaning of playground, but this area for playing for children, it is not unclear, but you have to show the examiner an evidence of development. السؤال واضح. السؤال لا يحتاج إلى تعقيدات، لكن يجب أن تذكر دليل على مقدرتك, your ability. I can develop. بس هذه هي. Whether the development is 3 words or 2 sentences. I can develop. I can show development. Good. This is yes. Point number 3, use future tenses like going, is or are, going to plus verb, will be plus verb plus ing, will be increasing, will be developing. So we use future tenses, and this gives variety. Variety means 7 and more in grammar. Good. Don't forget concessional statements here. Please, in task 1, okay, I'm going to move the number 4, point number 4. Use concessional statements in comparisons. If you remember, in comparisons. What are we say? In comparison to the old map, the new map is what? The new map has more accommodation facilities and services. In comparison to the Norton industrial area, the future projection has more accommodation areas and services for the people. So concessional, you remember? More, less. We don't say the new area is bigger. Okay, that's fine. In comparison to the old, the new one is going to have more facilities, more services. استخدموا هذه techniques to show the examiner you can use complex structures. Okay, and yes. Now, we move to, let us finish task 1. نبدأ في task 1 كلهم بعدين نخش في task 2. So test 2, task 1. Test 2, which you have already done this with me, we have different graphs. So here we have multi, not similar, but different graphs. And I have chosen this deliberately to see how well you do here. Anyway, because they are, yes, number 1, most importantly, very important step, inshallah, if you see it in the exam, give the general overview. Overview, yes, concerning both of them, both. This is very, very important. You have to, it is a must to show me the general overview concerning both here. It can be seen in general. You talk about the first graph, then the pie charts show blah, blah, blah. Why? It's a must. it is very important to consider both in the general overview, because the step after this, what are you going to do? Separate them, to split them. So first, you group them. So first stage, we group them in a general overview. Then after step 2, oops, I'm good. This is the last day, come on. So step 2, split them. So write here, paragraph, here paragraph 1, describe, make comparisons, whatever, and then paragraph 2, then finally summary. In paragraph 3, finish, end of the story. Okay, guys, this is the way. Today, this is for, yes, so we have the maps, we have the multi-graphs, and we have the ordinary routine graph, which is the table. The most important thing here, you have to focus about the time. So what do we have the time here? 2 years, 1968 and 2018. So this is about a period of 50 years. Is it 68 to 18, 50? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so we have, yes. What is your strategy here? First, you give the general overview. Give the general overview, which is what the overview we said, summary plus what? Plus some special detail. So what's the special detail here? Oh, what's the summary? The highest, food, and the second highest, leisure. What's the special thing? If you look at personal clothing here, so fuel, clothing, and personal goods in the year 2018 were what? Similar or almost the same? Yes, that's it. That's an overview. After giving the general overview, what do we do? Step 2. Step 2, select and make comparisons. Select, we said, 4 to 5 and make comparisons. 4 to 5 points, talk about food, compare food in between the years. This is number 1, the highest. Then the lowest, you can talk about fuel and power. The second highest you can compare here. Then you can group these here together. Household goods, finish, end of the story. So this is what we do. No feelings in part 1. No feelings. Okay, so this is concerning part 1. Any questions? No question. Okay, now moving back to task 2. Task 2. In task 2, either we have opinion essay or an argument essay. Of course, after I explain, I'll make a summary here in front of you, a format, frame, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 stages. Take them with you to the exam, okay? And you'll be okay, inshallah. We have either we say opinion essay, argument essay, or problem solution essay. We'll talk about problem solution essay maybe for 3-4 minutes, but this one is it. Now, for this question, some people believe that professionals such as doctors and engineers should be required to work in the country where they did their training. Others believe they should be free to work in another country if they wish. Discuss both. In IELTS, if I say both, it's an argument. It is an argument. What is your choice? Either you are, I'm going to discuss both. Here we say both issues, whether professionals should work in their country or work overseas. These are the both views. Your decision is, can I make it balanced or not? يعني الخيار فقط هنا هتجي انت تسأل نفسك لي ثواني. Can I make it balance? What is balance? معناها الاثنين يمشوا مع بعض. It's a good idea if they stay, and also زيادة الخير, it's okay if they travel. Is it okay? Can we say both? Can you make your view? I believe both can be anyway, but not وانت جبتها في اخر. لو تلاحظ في عندك باراجراف في اخر سطر قلت الراي الاول واقلب الورقه حتلقى في الورقه الثانيه في السطر الاخير برضه your view it's not clear enough حاط عليها تحت خطا. Right? Yes. Okay, anyway, it's right, you know. But you have to make it more clear, your view. How to make it? Because I believe this would be a good idea when people can gain more experiences. Some spices, Naji. You gave it to me without spices. Some. يعني تكة بسيطة. Okay, that's the idea. لماذا? Okay. Now, so this is what both views. Can we make it balanced? Yes, we can make it balanced. Okay, I'll come to your point in a minute. Okay, let's check test 4. We have test 4 here. I put the book on the group. If you look at test 4, what do we have for part? Task 1, line graph, okay, a graph. So here, do we have surprises here? You have from the year 2011 to 18. So no surprises in here. We have closures and closures and openings. This question. Nowadays, a growing number of people with health problems are trying alternative medicines and treatments instead of visiting their usual doctor. Do you think this is a positive or negative development? What kind of a question is this? Opinion. Agree or disagree. Alternative therapy, العلاج البديل. So some people go to plants, to people who are not physicians, maybe nutritionists, أخصائي تغذية nutritionists. So what do? They give them. Now, if you agree, you say why. If you, yes, so you can make it an opinion essay. Can we make it an argument? Some people believe this is good. Some people believe that is bad or good. Yes. And you show me your opinion, your position. But it is an opinion essay. We can make it an argument, but not a balanced argument. Okay, let's go to test 2. Again. Test 2. Some children spend hours every day on their smartphones. So this is the topic, it's a fact. Why is this the case? Do you think this is a positive or negative development? So what kind of a question is this? Opinion again. So we have kids, they spend hours on their smartphones. Why this is happening? Main idea one, main idea two, they play, they use it for doing homework, okay, or they just having the website. And is it positive or negative? Here you give me your position. If it is negative, why? If it is positive, why as well? Because positive or negative, you can't say positive and negative. It depends. If you want to make it an argument, okay, yes. Which one is more positivity, more negativity, you decide. The last question, and then I'm going to give you the format. It's important for people to take risks, both in their professional lives and their personal lives. Okay, طبعا كلمة lives مكررة, I don't know why. It is important for people to take risks both in their professional and personal lives. This is my point of view anyway. We should not repeat lives. Do you think the advantages of taking risks outweigh the disadvantages? So what kind of question is this? Opinion. So you have to give me the taking risks. Is it a good thing? Yes, for one reason, two reasons, three reasons. Taking or the advantages, they are two reasons. So I gave three good things, advantages, and two. So what is my opinion? Outweigh معناها كأنه في ميزان. Okay, outweigh اللي هي كأنه نضع في كفة شيء أثقل من شيء. Here you have to decide which one is more or is outweigh the other. فهالتكنيك هنا, you give me three, let's say two advantages and one disadvantage. So two, they are more, معناها أثقل في الميزان. Now, what is the format for the opinion essay and argument essay? Okay, this is the final. I'm going to stop the camera. Okay, so here we are going to make it, let's say, opinion essay. In the introduction, topic plus task plus, you should know, initial position in الموقف الابتدائي. This is in the opinion essay. Body one, main idea one, supports your position. Then mention the opposite view and refute it. Body two, main idea two, supports your position. Okay. Then mention the opposite view which you refute it again. Body 3, main idea. 3, supporting the opposite view, then you refute it. Finally, summary, main idea 1 and 2 only, plus your final opinion or position. Is this clear? I think this is very clear. Now, argument essay. Introduction, topic, task, no position. This essay will discuss both views. Full stop. Body 1. Main idea 1 supports view 1 plus your opinion. Body 2, main idea 2 supports view 2 plus your opinion. Conclusion, summary, summarize both views and main ideas plus your final position. Okay, here المثال C اللي هي teen stress or teens stress passage, and the passage about cities to spend expenditure on cities to make them beautiful or infrastructure. And for the opinion essay, see the passage or the model answer about supermarkets. Okay. Yes. This is your essay. I'll put it on the group. You can have a screenshot better than this. Anyway, now the last thing which I want to, okay, finish this, guys, finished? Okay, the last thing I want to do with you is to show you the format of the problem solution essay. The format of the, finished, ladies, finished? Okay, I want to show you the format of the problem solution essay, which is, of course, in your textbooks. Okay, this is the page in unit 10. Yes. Yes. So this is the format of the problem solution essay. The problem solution essay plan. It is, as you can see here, introduction. You introduce the background and identify fully, we say fully, describe the problem fully and its implications, why it is a problem. Then body 1, describe your first solution, discuss the advantages only, we said, no disadvantages. Body 2, describe your second solution, page 169 in your book, page 169. We have already taken this. Okay, page 169. Then body 3, describe your third solution, advantages and disadvantages. In this summary, you summarize the solutions and what? Make a recommendation about which solution you feel is the best. This is very important. That's it. This is my best solution. We have solution 1. If you remember, we talked about safety or no safety in, we say, transportations. So first, to charge people heavy fines, but not all people have the money. Number 2 is to have, we say, to monitor the streets by cameras and surveillance and these technologies, but they are expensive. The best solution is to educate people through media, through TV, through the internet. And this is my, let's say, recommended solution. So we give 3 solutions, 2 of them positive, negative. That means like refuting. Then I give only 1 solution about the good things about this. Anyway, this is what we have for the class of revision or making a revision for the main issues concerning the IELTS exam. I would like to thank you for being with me. Before we finish, any questions? Are you good? Good. Anyway, thank you for being with me. I'm going to finish the session now, and I wish you all guys the best of luck. Okay. Thank you, and let's say we say happy Eid, inshallah. Eidkum Mubarak. Yes. Ma'as salama.